Maths Frameworking, book 3.3, chapter 9, 9.1, powers of 10. So, you should be familiar with the idea of what a power is. So if I'm going to put in here 10 there, and then here I'm going to put 10 squared, which is equal to 10 times 10, which is equal to 100. And then we can go up this way, 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 4. And you should be familiar with the idea that is 10
times 10 times 10 times 10, 4 of them, which for 10 is easy. It's basically going to be 4 zeros.
10 to the 4 is 10,000. 10 to the 1, that's just 10. And that equals 10, obviously. 10 to the 0 is a weird one. You would think it would be 0, but anything to the power of 0 is 1. That's another explanation for another day. Just take my word for it. But when we go the other way, minus 10 to the minus 1, this is equal to, the minus means we're going to be dividing 1 by, in this case, 10 to the power of 1, 1/10, which equals 0.1. 10 to the minus 2 is 1 over 10 squared, 0.01. And we could go down to, let's do 10 to the minus 5. So that's 1 over 10 to the power of 5, which is equal to 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100,000th, which is equal to 0. That's tenths, hundreds, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. Okay, this is 1 divided by 100,000, which has 5 zeros, so 5 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, quick check. So basically that's the powers thing. And in this exercise, you're quite simply being asked to multiply by 100 initially. Well, that's kind of primary school work. Multiplying by 1,000 or dividing by 1,000. And then after a while, it gets a little bit more complicated with the negative numbers. So for example, question 5a, it says multiply each of these numbers by 10 to the minus 3. So 7.5 times 10 to the minus 3. Well, that's 7.5 times 1 over 1,000. And of course, when we do this, when we multiply by like a fraction, we can, continue that line there. The 1 doesn't matter, so it's just times by 1. So basically, this is 7.5 over 1,000 equal to, so dunk, 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 0.00175. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, and that's that exercise. Very straightforward, this one. And the extension task here, the activity for 9a, is the prefixes that we put on. And you would have heard of many of these. So we group them into threes. So let's start in the middle of the page here. 10 to the power of 3, we give the name kilo. You're familiar with that. Kilobyte, kilogram, kilowatt, kilometer. 10 to the 6, we call kilo mega, megabyte. And we also have a symbol for these. And kilo is a small k, mega is a capital M. Yes, it matters whether it's capital or lowercase. 10 to the 9, kilo, mega, you'll know this, giga with a capital G. And then going the other way, 10 to the minus 3 is milli, as in, sorry, as in millimeter, and that's a small m, milligram. And then 10 to the minus 6, micro, and we use the Greek letter mu, 10 to the minus 9, nano, we use an n, and then pico, femto, I think atto, and then going this way, kilo, mega, giga, tera, familiar with terabytes, peta, I think might be the next one, and they go on, and yeah, and so carry on with that activity.